Once upon a time, in a charming little village nestled among lush green fields, there lived a spirited young milkmaid named Mary. Known for her infectious cheerfulness and tireless work ethic, Mary was a beloved figure in her village. Every morning, she would rise with the sun, head out to the pasture, and milk the cows. After filling her pail with fresh, creamy milk, she would carefully balance it on her head and make her way to the village market to sell it. One sunny day, after a particularly fruitful milking session, Mary filled her shiny pail to the brim with milk. As she set off down the path toward the village, she felt a sense of pride and accomplishment. The sun shone brightly, and the birds chirped merrily as she walked along. As she strolled, her mind began to wander. With each step, she started daydreaming about all the wonderful things she could do with the money she would earn from selling the milk. "This rich milk will make delicious butter," she thought to herself, imagining how creamy and smooth it would be. "I can sell that butter at the market for a good price." Her imagination soared as she continued walking. With that money, she mused, "I could buy some eggs to hatch into chickens. Soon enough, my yard will be filled with lovely little chicks. They'll grow up strong and healthy, and when they're old enough, I can sell them for even more money." The vision of her future fortune filled her with excitement. And then, she continued to dream aloud. "I'll buy myself a beautiful new dress to wear to the fair. All the young men will notice me. They'll come to dance with me, but I'll be too good for them. I'll have so much money that I won't need anyone else." Lost in her fantasies of wealth and admiration, Mary began to sway with delight as she walked. She tossed her head back in laughter at the thought of all those handsome suitors vying for her attention. But in doing so, she lost focus on what was happening around her. Suddenly, without warning, the pail slipped from her head. It fell to the ground with a loud clatter, and all the precious milk spilled out onto the dirt path. The sound of splashing milk echoed in the quiet countryside as Mary stood frozen in shock. Staring at the puddle of milk now soaking into the ground, her heart sank. All her dreams of butter, chickens, and a lovely dress vanished in an instant. She felt a wave of regret wash over her as reality crashed down around her. "Oh no," she cried out in despair. "What have I done? I was so busy dreaming about what could be that I forgot to pay attention to what I had right in front of me." Mary knelt down beside the spilled milk and felt tears welling up in her eyes. She realized that by being so caught up in her fantasies about what might happen in the future, she had lost everything she had hoped to achieve that day. With a heavy heart and a newfound understanding, Mary vowed never again to let her dreams distract her from reality. She picked herself up and made her way back home, determined to learn from this experience. From that day forward, Mary focused on each task at hand, whether it was milking cows or selling at the market, while still allowing herself moments to dream about the future without losing sight of what was important in the present. The moral of this story is clear: don't count your chickens before they hatch. It teaches us that while it's fine to dream about future possibilities, we must also stay grounded in reality and focus on our current tasks to avoid losing what we already have. By balancing dreams with responsibility, we can work towards our goals without falling victim to disappointment.